This is the WORDLIFE show on UJIMA Radio.
Hey, right, okay, so this is the WORDLIFE show. We're back. Okay, so today we're doing something a little bit different. There's been a lot of interviews. Now, a few weeks back, we had VVS Management come through, and amongst the interview, you explained that you're doing something with artist development. And I think we just wanted to expand on it because you brought everybody in that you're doing it with. So let's get straight onto that, because this is something I think is incredibly important, what you're touching on. So you three have teamed up. Is that what it is then, yeah?
Yeah, basically it started off with like me and MENSAH, and like we from, what was it called again? The
Next Level. Which was by Love Saves the Day and Big Team, so, and Bristol Beacon, so they ran like a workshop, like a week-long workshop,
right,
getting a load of artists. So you had like Eva Lazarus, Dread MC, we all were mentoring, and that's how I met Kings, because he was on that, and then V came at the end on the final show to be one of the judges at the end of it.
So sorry, what was the event then? This
was like a week-long production workshop, everything.
And where's the place again? Sorry, you say? Is that on Gloucester Road, that place?
Nah, it wasn't. It was based over at Pirate Studios. Basically, it was like it was Crack Magazine, Love Saves the Day, as a load of people would come together.
Right.
But that's how me and V had known each other since we were kids. But we were like, we should probably continue.
You bumped heads there and was like, right, so what they've done, this thing, to bring it, and so they had shows. Did they have artists coming through and performing?
They had a show at the end of the week, so it was only running for a week. This is what I mean. But then I'm thinking after that,
let's keep it going. Okay, that's great. So you're very experienced people within the industry. As I say, you being DJ and making beats, you been managing artists and going through, and you got a long history DJing and making beats and playing out and stuff like that. So the younger people there on the course, that they got to do, was that something you then just said, look, work with us after, or was it just because you know people around?
It just like, obviously, like with Kingsley, where he was originally with in a duo called Them Two.
Yes.
And they both caught me and Mentor's eye, definitely, you know what I'm saying? And like, so obviously we was just like, we just started working with them, innit? Naturally, we were just stuck by them with everything that they was doing, and just naturally was just working with them. It wasn't, nothing was labelled, nothing. We just wanted them to do well, you know what I'm trying to say, and trying to stir them into the right position. And obviously Them Two, you know, they kind of had like something happen where one of the Van obviously had something that he had to do, so he couldn't really commit himself to Them Two like that, you know what I'm saying? So obviously they're still there, but because that, we had to put that on the back burner. But so we started working with Kings a lot more and started just like trying to develop him as a solo artist.
And
I think like V said, it was just a natural progression. That's how Mccoy came into it as well. It's like when like-minded people are all thinking the same thing, and we're all of an age now where we're like, well, we should be the ones that step up and help. Like when I was coming through, I had a lot of people help me. I had Red Light, I had Ronnie Size, I had a load of people that, you know, for no money. Do you know what I mean? They weren't trying to get anything. I didn't release.
Just supported you.
Yeah, they just supported, and I think like it's like we're at that.
You could be the supporter now, man.
Yeah, but the difference is we want to do it. We want to do this properly. So we were trying to like actually build something to like help a wider amount of more people, rather than just like your ones and twos. Actually try and do like proper artist development, working with multiple artists.
Okay, so at that point, as you say, you didn't have labels on it or anything like that. Have you since labelled it and branded it, or what you're doing, or?
Still a bit of both. I'm not going to go too much into the future plans, but there's a few things in the pipeline of what we want to do. But obviously at the moment it's still just like working with the certain set artists, like artists that you've mentioned earlier, and there's a few others that we want to get on board, and just really try and find the talent of Bristol, but also help them get to that next step. There's loads of talent. Bristol has got talent, but Bristol's always had it. And this is what I was trying to say to you before. Bristol, talent in abundance.
So okay, as people that are teaming up together to do something for that, what sort of things do you feel that you can offer, and what is actually essentially missing? What aren't people doing?
Well,
that makes sense.
Obviously it depends how long you've got, but like the reason why we're doing this is because, like, you know, this is something that I personally have been looking at for a long time, and I just felt that there was a lot of things miss. So for example, you might have someone that's got the technical ability, but then they don't do the marketing, social media and that side of things. Then you might have someone that's style, they got the swag, but technically they need to work on their cadence and their songwriting and their delivery. And then you might have someone who's just a natural raw talent, but they're a bit of a, you know, recluse because they don't want to play the game and network and stuff. And it's trying to help people with some of the things that maybe aren't their strong point. So it's not really about trying to change someone into something, because we've tried that and it doesn't work.
One size fits all doesn't work.
Do you see what I mean? No, it doesn't work. It's now trying to guide people and help them with the bits that they may struggle with.
So more tailor-made to what the artist is. So basically looking at what's there in Bristol and the surrounding areas and going, right, you're good, come in. We can boost that and do that. So it's
just pick their brain, see what they're really about. You know what I mean? Like MENSAH comes up with some good like ways to methods to like develop the artist. You know what I'm trying to say? And we're just like working with that. We got Mccoy here as well, like a sick producer. You know what I'm trying to say? He's also got a lot of good ideas, and just us three together, we just come up with like just good methods just to come up, just to try and develop these artists. Like he said, there's a lot of artists out here. There's a lot of talent in Bristol, man. Mad talent. And it's just like it's always been the question, isn't it, for years? Like, why don't anyone ever like get anywhere? No disrespect, but like there's not really much artist that has been.
No, that's you know what I mean. That's like, the truth. And
there are artists that have that talent that should have, or we expected to, even growing up. You know what I'm trying to say, and just never have. And then we just feel like there's just a lot of. Like MENSAH said, we could be here all day, but there's a lot of things that happen in Bristol that it stops people from getting where they need to go, or, you know what I'm trying to say, or it's like, and I
think a lot of it is due to like knowledge as well, because there's little things that like I don't know if an artist is serious if they're doing stuff like you're getting YouTube beats, so you're just going hard on YouTube beats, just basically like copying somebody else's sound, no matter how different your lyrics are or whatever it is. If you're going on certain beats, you're just trying to basically be them basically. And then also just little things like invested in themselves and invested in themselves in the right way, not just buying loads of drip and just saying do you know what, I'm gonna post a video up, put it on like Grime Daily or whatever, and then hope for the best. No, there's other things that go into it, like you need to market yourself. Who am I going towards? Have I got my stuff on all the right platforms? Am I even set up to even get my money like on PRS and stuff like that? A lot of artists that I know are not even on PRS. Loads, and they don't even understand because they don't even get what it is. Do you get what I mean? So that's why we want to step in and just make sure that they know these little things, because it could just give them a bit more direction rather than them just doing stuff blindly. If you get
completely.
Even having like a strategy as an artist, like I think that's a lot of artists don't have a strategy. They just let out like music, and like. You need to have a strategy, like, you know what I'm saying, throughout the year. There's so much things that happen throughout the year that can give you ideas of how to create get the attention that you need, because nowadays in the industry this is what it's about. It's not just about talent, it's about the attention you can get, the amount of views you can get, you know what I'm saying? So you have to think in that kind of mindset on how you can get the attention, you know what I'm trying to say. But
so by using specific things that happen, for example, say King's done the Halloween track, was that you guys doing or something like that? You're like, Halloween's coming up.
That's King's. You know, but this is what you want to see from artists. You want to see artists thinking outside the box, you know, and you want to see artists taking the initiative to try like capitalize on something that's going on at the moment or whatever.
We see Mariah Carey, she gets that every single year, innit? You know what I mean? I want to see a Christmas song next time.
But those ones are like the obvious ones as well. It's like you could tap into that, just things that happen in general. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what causes that's what will get you the most attention. Is the things that just happen in general,
real life stuff.
Life stuff where
that people can relate to, innit?
Yeah, when you speak on it on music, it's like everyone's gonna just like come towards that straight away, because it's like, like, you know what I'm saying, like
that's me.
Whereas like Christmas is like, cool, we're gonna hear a Christmas song, we're gonna hear it. That's kind of like cliche, and everyone knows that's gonna happen.
But then it does for the rest of the year. It's got that repeat year thing though. So
it's more like as well. I think that there's a lot of different ways, like you said. There's no one size fits all. So it's kind of working with the artist and really try to develop something. Also looking at who you are as a person. We're all a lot older, so we've gone through personal development ourselves, and it's actually part of what you have to go through, finding yourself as an artist. So very like Mccoy was saying, like trying to create your own sound gives you your own identity, which then comes through on the music, which will translate better because the listener wants to know who they're listening to.
I agree wholeheartedly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think that's so important. Having your own beats. Yeah. Because the amount of times we get people come on and we put the music up, upload it, copyright strike.
Yeah.
You don't get any of your royalties then. Like you get that copyright strike. The way it's set now, you get 0%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like when people get stung. Hang on. Wait. Sorry. That's our interview for 9 o'clock. Sorry. Right. So yeah, basically, some people get stung, as I say, and they don't realise. You see, like, what was it? Puff Daddy stole Sting's song.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about stung. You know what I mean?
But just to come in on this point, and this is something I do work with the younger artists because speak to with the younger artists, is that times have changed in a way. Because if you take a sample now, and you just do what you want with it, right? Look at Burna Boy, Last. He took that, who was it? Tony Braxton sample, right? Didn't clear it, right? That tune came out. She ends up taking him to court, taking 60% of all royalties. Is that it? But check this. But he said that's the most money he's made off any track. So what would you rather? 40% off of something?
No, I agree. 40% is a good number.
100% off of nothing.
I'm telling you now, a lot of them are only earning 10% off their songs anyway after the label anyway. So if he's managed to get...
you're right. He's only taking probably 10. If she's
10
taking that, then the label's taking whatever else. But my point is, it's 10% of something is better than 100% of nothing.
I'm with you. I completely agree. Now I feel if you can get exposure and it launches you to a big platform, you know what I mean. But then you've got people like launching with Computer Guns, you know, like the Uptown Baby. They never seen a penny off of it, and that was their only single, and then they flopped after it. You know what I mean? So I think ownership is a lot to stand for.
It's the most important thing, I think.
But
especially
also,
if you want to get yourself played on radio and you want people to start if you want fans, I think you need to come with something original. Everyone that's like famous now and the most famous artists that's out there right now, they've got something about them that's original. Whether that's a sound, they might work with a certain producer and a certain engineer, and they go with them for the whole. Like look at Drake, he worked with 40 for his whole career, basically. Do you get what I mean? Like those type of people, you wanna that's the formula that works. You know, people don't want to hear something that they've heard already. In that kind of way.
I feel you wholeheartedly, and as you say, that production, having that in-house production gives you that unique sound,
of course,
which no one else can just go on YouTube and find.
And it also helps the artists as well, because it's like they have to actually dig deeper within themselves to kind of find something like what is it that makes them tick on the track. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if you're on a drill beat that let's say a Russ Millions type beat, there's only a certain amount of flows
you're gonna perform a bit like Russ Millions does.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Or have that sort of flavour.
Exactly.
No, I feel you. Right now, sadly, the one thing we're up against is time. It's 9 o'clock now. I want to so everything you've said, bang on, But if artists out there now are watching or listening on the radio, and they need the help or could benefit from the things you've said, and get in touch with you, what do they do? How do they?
VBS __ management _ LTD. That's my Insta. Hit me up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Go on.
And your socials?
Man, Mccoy Sway, as I said earlier on, everything, just come and holler at me. We can get some stuff patterned on Linktree, all of that.
So we'll have it all popping up on the screen as well. We get everything like that. And one more time for yourself, please.
Best to just contact them because I won't reply.
Okay, so VBS or Sway. Okay, hey, thank you guys for coming through. We're gonna quickly go over to another song, and then I'm gonna play that RXY and Skeng track that just dropped. That's you put out again and again with Wavy T, is it?
Yeah.
Banger. We're gonna get into that track, and then we're gonna go into an interview with Scotty Ricks. So stick around. But thanks for coming through, and big up on all the work you're doing. It's incredible.
Love, man.
Hey, come on, thank you. Right, let's go. Right, so we're gonna get into this track now, which is RXY and Skeng and Wavy T again and again and again. Let's go.
No pretend. Mama says she want a new band, so I'm back in her stool with her gang. Tryna get the money, ends. Them man fake and sneaky, let's not pretend.